So both these methods, they help us to understand a person at the deepest level of their experiences. So all this made me integrate many things in homeopathy, even the metaphysical things, the spiritual angle, and why the disease happens, what are the causes, what are the lessons the parents have to understand when the child is autistic, or what are the lessons the patient has to understand, and why the disease has come to you. Disease acts as a gift, right? So all these aspects I have explored, and I love to integrate all of these in my practice. So now I have formed Anahata Healing Foundation. So I integrate all the practices here. I even help my patients to meditate so that we can understand their deepest core. You know, sometimes we are not able to take case at the deepest level. So I help them to meditate and observe their sensations and be with themselves. So we reach a space of 0 point. So these all techniques I've integrated, and a holistic homeopathic center has been formed in my place. Yeah. Yeah, so we have Dr. Mahesh Gandhi, who has been working on personal evolution method, where we work on the inner age of the patient. We believe that, you know, a person is stuck at one inner age. There is one outer age, and there is one inner age where we are stuck when you are diseased. So that is where there are popping up problems, and we go from ease to dis-ease. So I have done a fellowship, a psychiatry course with him, fellowship in psychiatry and counseling with him recently. So that is called as FHPC, and 9 of us have formed a group, which is Vitalia H, and we are doing mental health webinars, and we are teaching as well as we are taking cases. Wow. As a team. Yeah.
Wow. This is often a problem I see here in our Western culture, that people wear an adult body, but in their mind and their emotions, they are children, or let's say teenagers.
Yeah, yeah. That is where, you know, yeah. So that is where we can help in autism, you know, when we deal with people of autism, so they have a child within, they are in the womb stage, right? So they are in the womb stage and they perceive the world threatening, you know, like, and they are in that blissful mode of the womb.
Yes, it's even in myself, it's still, everything is too loud, too noisy, the colors are too bright.
Yeah.
And I trained a lot, but the perception is still heightened.
Yeah. So that is what we say, that the person, he's in the womb stage and he likes, you know, the womb is very dark and cozy. You know, there are no movements, there are no colors, there is no voices, there are no noises coming out from outside. So there is no overwhelming. So most of the time in autism, what we see is that the person is in the womb stage and the senses are not developed. You know, there is the sensory processing apparatus is not developed, and that's why there is a, you know, a overwhelming reaction to the noises. They just like to sit in their own cozy world. They create their imaginary world where they feel safe and comfortable. So this is how we see the womb stage, and this is what Dr. Gandhi is, you know, working on, we are working on. So it becomes easier to understand the person from that point. Oh. So that is, you know, like we had initially we used to work on the symptoms, and then we used to see the materia medica, and then we used to understand the provings. But with time, we understood that, you know, disease is a delusion. It is just a faulty perception of life. So that is where we started to work in 1994, around, you know, 25 years. Disease is a delusion, and where the perception is altered. So that was the point we started working deeper. And with gradually with time, we came to a point with sensation method where we understood that there is a one altered energy pattern within you, right? Where there is one altered energy pattern which is just expressing in the form of symptoms. So the core is inside, which is in the form of patterns, and it is expressing in the teeth complaint, it is expressing in the dreams, it is expressing in your fantasies, your fears, and your childhood. So it is the same pattern, it is the same core thing which is being expressed. Like, I like to give this an example, like, you know, if you have liver problem and if you come to me, so when I ask the experience, you know, when I go into the deep experience of that liver problem, you know, the patient says it is I experience it as a stab. right? So when I see this stabbing, the experience as if being stabbed, when I go deeper, I see the same fear of being stabbed in the dreams. He has the dreams as if he is being pursued for stabbing. He has the same fear. He avoids movies where there is stabbing, right? And he is scared of watching, he's scared of seeing the blood and the knives. So what happens is, through the chief complaint, the fear of knives is getting global. So now I work at this level, and I work at the deeper patterns rather than the exterior manifestation, which is the liver